Balancing a budget doesn't sound like hard work, right? Millions of people do it daily. Why can't we balance a budget on a national level? Before we delve into that question, let's look at some history. From 1970 to 1999, we had a deficit. From 1998 to 2001, we had a surplus. From 2001 to 2014, we've had a deficit. So, every year since 2001, we've had a deficit. Why do we keep spending? Why don't we stop spending and balance our budget? It's because the world and our economy operates on a business cycle. The business cycle is measured from peak to peak, and the entire goal is to minimize the distance between the two peaks. There is no way to eliminate certain periods that lose money, such as the contraction period or the trough, and only have periods that gain money, such as the expansion. It's not feasible, it's not possible, and it won't work. The two types of policy we use that involve money are fiscal and monetary policy. Fiscal policy involves raising and lowering taxes and raising and lowering government spending. Monetary policy involves raising and lowering reserves, raising and lowering the discount rate, buying and selling securities, and raising and lowering interest rates on deposits. These affect our three economic problems, but using them with the threat of a balanced budget looming inhibits their desired effect. You know the expression hindsight is 20/20? Well, it's true. It is impossible to know what stage of the business cycle we are in until after we've moved past it. There is no way to know when a depression will end and the next step will begin. With this in mind, it becomes more obvious that combating the budget with monetary and fiscal policy is a band-aid on a head injury. It works in the short term, but cannot be applied to long-term use. Now, with that in mind, imagine trying to balance a budget. I know what you're thinking. In all your infinite wisdom that comes with youth, what do we do? Well, this may sound drastic, but what if we didn't get so caught up in balancing the budget every year? What if we focused our fiscal and monetary policy on the three immediate economic problems: low employment, inflation, and low economic growth? By enacting these tools, we can fix problems facing us today and also weather the business cycle. This would keep the lows from becoming too low and the highs from becoming too high. That doesn't mean that there isn't room to grow, but these three problems are the weeds in our economic flower bed. They hinder everything we do. Forcing and changing policy just for the sake of balancing the budget is like breaking a puzzle piece to finish a puzzle. Sure, the puzzle may be complete, but now that piece is ruined, and also the puzzle can never be put back together the correct way. By focusing on immediate problems and using policy to combat them, we are free of our restrictions and allow the business cycle to run its course. And although it may be scary, we just have to put trust in the economic system that we've been using for years.